Okay, we should be live, I believe. Just going to quickly set this bad boy up, and then we can get started. Gonna be ready in just a second here. In the meantime, for anyone who wants to look at the playoff picture with 5 weeks to go, here the bad boy is. Certainly, I expect this to change quite a bit within the next 5 weeks, which will be interesting to see. One second, I'm almost done here, everybody, and then we can officially start. Going to be ready in 30 seconds, peeps. Alright, let's get started. What's good, Pokemon? What's good, Jax? What's good, everybody else who is here? Sadiq Bey is a ball hog in my career. Well, for good reason, because he's a damn good scorer. Alright, first game we got Snowhawks and the Cowboys. Snowhawks currently have a 1 seed. They're what, 8-3? They're 9-2. Okay, I didn't realize they were that good. And then the Cowboys, in the midst of an NFC East battle, they were 5-6. Not playing all that well the past couple of weeks. But we'll see what they can do here. Siri, give me a number between 1 and 2. 2. I think Dallas is home. I think. Yeah. I feel like we have to go for the throwbacks. Nathaniel isn't here to pick, so I guess we can pick for him. Unless it shows up within the next 10 seconds. Averaging 25, but he's about to screw you. Oof. Yeah, those were ones right there. Are the 2010s any similar or different? Okay, those are like the same ones. I guess we'll go for the more recent version. Superstars and Superstar X Factors. We have Tyreek Hill, Derwin James, Matt Woodard, Vic McAllister, and the 55 overall, second overall pick, Quentin Pierre. Superstars, we got Teron Armstead, DeForest Buckner, Dory Jackson, Shaq Griffin, Zach Ertz, Kyler Murray, Justin Tucker, Quentin Williams, Shaq Lawson, Adrian Phillips, Romeo Chapman, Andrew Morton, and Tony Peel. Who is Tony Peel? I have no clue who that human is. Dallas pretty much has to win here, or else they're in a lot of trouble, because the Bulldogs are 8-3. They've won a lot of games in a row somehow, because their roster's blah. I'm surprised they're 8-3, but because of that, I feel like Dallas has to win here. What's good, Nathaniel? Cowboys coach only shows up to stream when his team is playing. What a guy. Well, at least he showed up anyway. Right, let's get this bad boy started. Can the red-hot Snowhawks actually end a season off strong? Because they've never done that. If Portland can win this game in a watched opportunity against a pretty solid Dallas team who needs a win, then I think I will become a firm believer in Portland. But until they do, I don't trust them yet. You guys are 5-6. If you guys are 7-4, I don't think this would necessarily be a must-win. It'd be a nice win against the #1 seed in the conference, but in order to have a realistic playoff shot, a win here would be pretty beneficial. Kyler's been having a nice year. He's very inconsistent in Madden Sim, but he's played well. That's partly why they are 9-2, because he's not been terrible. There are some games, or some stretches of games, where he plays like poop. But he's been quite fine for the most part this year. Hasn't had any terrible outings. That do be hilarious. Portland's only ran a couple plays. They aren't having many issues so far. I think one of the prop bets was, does Dallas start with the ball? And the answer is no. So, for what that's worth. Have they gotten a first down on every play so far? I think they have. That's pretty sad. Well, that streak is going to change here. They only get 8. After watching Dallas's defense against Columbus a few weeks back, I don't trust this defense at all. If the Cowboys win, it's going to be because they play well on offense. Because we saw Todd Gurley absolutely murder them a couple weeks back. Now they have it at the 2. I think that was Maxwell. Your defense is quite bad, it seems. That hypothesis would be correct. Yeah, this defense is, it's not one of the better ones. Easy touchdown for probably Miles Sanders, I'm going to guess. That looks like Miles Sanders. It is. So Portland starts the game with a quick touchdown. Only 3 minutes is all they needed to drive down the field and score. Not many big plays, but they got a lot of first downs early. And they were able to capitalize for 6 plus 1. So 7 since they made the extra point. But there are also a lot of good games that we're going to sim over this week, so I think weeks 13 and 14 are going to be super telling for what happens the rest of the year. We're probably going to have a regular season this week, because weeks 15 and 16 will be within the next few days, and then week 17 probably like Friday or Saturday or something. And then we'll be on to the playoffs. And there's no clear favorite this year, which definitely makes things interesting. There are a lot of teams who I think have the capability to win an OFL Bowl, but there's nobody who I think really stands above the rest. Wow, Tyreek Hill has 11 touchdowns. That's a lot through 11 games. I didn't realize he had that many. But I guess he's having a really nice year. Look at Kareem Hunt mustered up the middle for 11. When we watched Dallas earlier, Kareem Hunt played really well. But Matt Woodard was a little bit on and off. Woodard had his good moments, but I wouldn't say he was very consistent. But they ran the ball really well in that game.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Seems like that seems to be your strategy here. Just give the ball to Hunt and get out the damn way. That's all they need to do.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 works again. They did not need to gain too much there, but they were able to get enough.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That was stupid. Matt Woodard had a lot of inaccurate passes in that Columbus game. That one was accurate, but he accurately threw it to the other team. I don't know what he was trying to do there. Matt Woodard seems to be the new Kyler Murray. Now that Kyler Murray is actually consistent, Matt Woodard is the new type of player where he has a few really good games here and there, he has a few really bad games here and there, and he has a lot of meh games. So you really don't know what you're going to get with Matt Woodard week in and week out. That pass was again off the mark. They're not in field goal range. You're going to have to punt.
Intended for Zach Ertz. Incomplete. Bradley Pinion in punt formation.
Not an ideal start for them boys. Well, that's a nice punt. Goes to the 60. I thought we were going to get a what a punt. So the Snowhawks will get it back. They can make it 14-0 here in the first quarter. I was expecting for this to be a real interesting game, and it certainly still could be. But the Snowhawks have had no issues at all so far. First down for Miles Sanders. Sanders has gotten off to a good start today. When we watched Portland a few weeks ago, I think, who was it against, the Cardinals? Pretty sure we saw them against Arizona. Yeah, Miles Sanders played really well in that game. So it's been refreshing to see running backs play well this year because obviously the past few seasons it hasn't really been that way. Look at Kyler with a nice move. Doesn't get the first, but he was close. And that'll do it for the first quarter. No issues so far for the Snowhawks. They are up 7-0. Third and 2. Does Gallows get the stop? They did. What a play. Dallas really needed that bad, because if they didn't get that, they'd be in quite a pickle. I don't really know how to phrase that. But, yeah, Dallas needed some sort of momentum. They needed to get a stop. And on 3rd and 1, they pushed Miles Sanders backwards. How about that? Now we get to see some Melvin Gordon action. Dallas is a very deep backfield. Their backfield was pretty deep as it is, with even without Kareem Hunt. But now that they've added Hunt, it's even more deep. Pretty sure they still have James White too. Nice tackle by somebody. DeForest Buckner is hurt though. That is not ideal for Portland. Let's see the animation. Is he going to the locker room? No, so that means he's completely fine. Third and inches. I don't know if he got it. I think so. Yeah, they're going to give it to him. That was close. That was real close. That play gets absolutely nothing.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier, brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard.
This might be the year where Portland has actually put it all together. Because they've shown flashes and spurts of being real good the past couple of seasons, but... And right as I'm complimenting them, Tyreek Hill does this. A 65-yard touchdown, and Dallas ties it up just like that. That was quick.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Chandler Catanzaro lining up for the extra point.
Seems like the second quarter's gone pretty well for the Cowboys. They started off a big stop, and now they get the big touchdown.
That ties the game at 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off. They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Portland needs to get back on track. They're not in a bad situation. It's still tied, but Portland seemed to be rocking just a few minutes ago, and now they've sort of fallen off a little bit.
Murray's pass caught by number 12. A gain of 16 yards.
There's 16 yards for the Snowhawks. Okay. Have it past midfield now. Maybe they can do some damage. That was bad. That looked like a Matt Woodard pass where some of Woodard's throws just go in the middle of nowhere.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Another decent run for Sanders. Actually, he only got like 4, and now Mecole Hardman is hurt. They're not really in field goal. They do have Justin Tucker, though. If anyone's going to make it from 60, it's going to be Justin Tucker. Okay, now it's going to be from 57. They might go for it. They could go for it. They could kick the field goal. They could punt it. I feel like they shouldn't punt it.
Brings up 4th down.
They're going to go for it. Okay, I'm kind of not that surprised by this. But you do have Justin Tucker. And it works. Dallas's defense decides to cover receivers as if they're the actual Cowboys.
To Miles Sanders. An 8-yard pickup. And a Portland first down. Miles Sanders, the ball carrier, brought down at the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Not much going there for Miles Sanders. They have it at the 30. They're getting close. Not a lot of time left in the first half, though. Only around 2:40.
Murray's pass complete to John Brown. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Snowhawks. Miles Sanders, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 16-yard.
Now at the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Dallas started the second quarter off real well, but it seems like Portland has started to get back into their groove a little bit. Both teams have all 3 timeouts, so we'll see if Portland can get the lead back. And they do on the first play after the 2-minute warning. Again, I don't know what that coverage was. Maxwell was just wide open.
Touchdown, Portland.
So I see the Dallas defense again has decided not to try.
For the extra point. His kick is good. Makes the score Snowhawks 14, Cowboys 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off. The Cowboys take over first.
Dallas has plenty of time, though. They have a minute 53.
4-yard line.
And they have all 3 timeouts, so they should definitely be able to score. Decent play. Now they're going to go no huddle. Another decent play to the 44. Woodard now going to launch a nuke, and nobody covered him. He was wide open to the 32. I don't know who 84 is. Tajay Sharp. Yeah, that coverage was pretty bad. Woodard with the classic EA pocket awareness. He somehow breaks out of the sack. That actually nearly was caught. Wow, that would have been something. Dallas been able to pull that off.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10. The pass. Complete to Kareem Hunt. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now 3rd and 7. The Cowboys still have not used the timeout. Who is their kicker? Because that might be relevant here. If they don't convert here. And they won't. And Portland's going to call time, as they should. Alright, who the hell is Dallas' kicker? Number 6. Wow, that's pretty telling. Number 6. He makes it from 43. Chandler Catanzaro. Didn't he miss a few kicks the first time we saw Dallas? Pretty sure he did. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't too hot.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Kyler is nowhere to go. He's sacked. Who called the timeout there? Probably, well, Dallas wouldn't because it was 1st down. If it was 2nd down, maybe they would have. Obviously, they definitely would have if it was 3rd down.
Murray's pass complete to James Prochet. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, big conversion. Are they gonna? They kind of almost have to call time there. At least I would. And they waste 8 seconds before doing so because EA likes to do that stuff. So now they pretty much just need a quick out route. Come on, Snowhawks. Yeah, you guys need Portland to win. Because the seeding doesn't really affect you, since you're probably not going to pass them. And Portland completely mismanages the clock because we're playing an EA Sports video game. They do have a lead, 14-10, but I feel like they could have been up by a lot more. And of course EA is going to do this stupid bug. Okay, there we go. Able to get out of that pretty quickly. Who starts with the ball? I think Dallas does, yeah. That's a pretty big deal. Who do you guys play week 13? Who do we play week 13? Let me check, because I don't know. Was it on the poll? We play the Steamers. That's actually kind of an interesting game, yeah. I guess that's why we put it on the poll. That's a game we should win, but since I don't have any faith in our team at all, I wouldn't bet on it. Pretty sure for the emoji buck betting, I'm pretty sure I gave it like $5 in favor of us. So I guess I did technically bet on us. Although I probably shouldn't have. I'm probably just asking to lose $5. 2nd and 10. Woodard again incomplete into no man's land. Go Steamers! Yeah, Memphis would be good for you guys. Or pretty much anybody losing in our division benefits you. Nice throw. Okay, Maddie.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Woodard's had a few really nice throws today. He's also had those few throws that he seems to always have that are just ugly to watch, but overall he's had a nice day. And Dallas has been able to stay in it really since the start, which after that first quarter really didn't look like that would be the case, but yeah, didn't I say this game was propelling towards a blowout in the first quarter? That was definitely a lie. Dallas has pretty much as good of a chance as Portland does to win, if we're being honest.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
To 17 now. Here comes them boys. They're now in the red zone. They're getting awfully close. Another nice play for Tyreek with the touchdown earlier. What's good, Nick? Welcome.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
You've pretty much missed Portland dominating in the first quarter and then Dallas closing the gap since then. And now they're in the red zone about to score. They might take the lead.
Brings up second and goal.
I'm pretty sure I bet Dallas. I'm pretty sure I bet them to get the upset. And that might actually be a good pick. Yeah, I did. Second and goal. Hunt gets the touchdown. There's a flag. That's going to be a holding, isn't it? No, that's Melvin Gordon. I just saw the hair. I assumed it was Kareem Hunt. Yeah, that's going to be a hold. Oof. So they have it backed up at the 14. That's another play that really changes this game up because Dallas was going to be winning. They could still score a touchdown. They could, but certainly not as likely. That was bad. That should have been intercepted. They've had like 3 drop picks today. Portland's defense has had so many opportunities to make plays, and they've been unable to do it. Third and goal now. Woodard just going to throw a check down out of bounds. Need Dallas to win because you have 0 faith in your... Thief. I cannot read. You have 0 faith in your team for sim games. Yeah, I don't blame you. I guess that was a good reason for you to hope that your teams won the polls. But not only for the division, but also for wild card, you definitely need Dallas to lose because really anybody in that 5, 6, 7 range in the NFC, I mean, really anybody can make it out of those wild card spots. Poggers, what's good, Colin? Welcome. How we doing, my guy? So Portland is managing to keep the lead still with the skin of their teeth. They have not had the ball yet in the second half. Their offense was pretty good in the first half. It wasn't great, but I would say overall it was good. Unlike Dallas, they haven't had any dropped interceptions, so that means Kyler's been efficient and he hasn't made too many bad decisions. You're 100% winning this. I'm fully expecting that game to end up in a tie. That would be the funniest thing. If Toronto and Columbus ended as a tie. That would be amazing. Honestly, for the memes, I kind of hope that happens now that I bring it up.
Number 26, Miles Sanders, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
That's a big tackle. The receiver really could have made a nice cut. Kyler is 14 for 15. Yeah, I wasn't lying when I said he hasn't made any bad decisions. So dealing is 1 incompletion all day. poor Matt Woodard just shaking his head on the sideline. You guys are only down by 1. Matt Woodard looks defeated. Another nice run for Kyler. Have you seen my team in Sim? Well, I guess to be fair to Jax there, yeah, Nick's team has been playing a lot better since the start of the year, and Jax's team is playing a lot worse since the start of the year. So, I mean, I wouldn't trust either team in Sim, if we're being totally honest, but if I had to pick one, I feel like I would trust Toronto a little bit more. But since EA hates Nick, you never know. That's a really big game for wildcard implications. And obviously Toronto has a legit shot at winning that division. Ooh, I thought that was picked off for a second. Dallas is only 2 games back of their division, too. Dallas, I mean Columbus, I'm stupid. They got back to the line of scrimmage awfully quickly there. That was a little bit odd. 3rd and 1. Do they get the playoff before the quarter ends? They don't. So Dallas makes it a little bit closer in the 3rd. Portland is still up, but only by 1. And they have it in a red zone. That's also relevant here. Miles Sanders was flirting with disaster. Why did he, like, cut towards the first down marker? I guess Miles Sanders wanted to have 69 yards. Which is pretty nice. So, that's why Miles Sanders did that. He wanted to get the meme. If you try to get the meme over more yards, you gotta respect that. And now he doesn't have 69 anymore. Pain. Well, at least he had it for a short time. OMG, I made it. What's good, Cobra? Welcome. That was another play that I thought was going to get intercepted for a second. Who did the Chiefs play this week? Speaking of Cobra. Let me see. Because I forget. They played the Titans. Okay, you guys better win that. I mean, for our sake, don't. But for your own sake, you probably should. Editing a My Career video out. Cool, cool. And they score on the very next play. Okay, Miles Sanders with his 2nd? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's 2. So Portland is back up by 8. Dallas, it's only technically a 1-score game, though. Remember, because Dallas can get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Might be the most important drive of Dallas this season thus far. I mean, if they fall to 5 and 7? Bring back the damn Tianse P. I'm trying to think of plans on how to do that, because that is something I could consider in the summer, once the Jag series and the Cavs series and Westlake all winds down, because I anticipate that all 3 of them will end at a fairly similar time. Maybe Westlake ends a little bit before the other 2. But I think they're all going to end at a fairly similar point. So, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with Tianse, but I do plan on bringing him back, yeah. Need that Dallas pick. Oh, I thought you were saying go Snowhawks because of playoff implications. But yeah, that Dallas pick too. Woodard with a bomb. What a catch by Hill. I don't care he was out of bounds. That was nuts. Tyreek Hill's had a few really good plays today. No turnovers this entire game, although Woodard's had a few dropped interceptions. 3rd and 13. They don't get it. 4th and 4. I feel like you have to go for it. I feel like you got to go for it. They're gonna punt it. I don't like that. I get that they had the back of the 31, but You're down by 8 in your most important game of the season, and they might have just water punted it. Oh, nope. Okay. Yeah, that ended up being a bad call. If it was a water punt, then it would have been fine, but it was not. Their punter blew it. That too, but mostly for Dallas pick. Okay, that makes sense. Because you're probably not going to have a wild card out of that NFC North. Out of that disaster.
Number 26, Miles Sanders, the ball carrier.
So Portland can just... Wow, the glare just got really weird. I do like that Madden's realistic with the lighting and the glare at stadiums, but
At the 21-yard line.
that does look weird.
Murray's pass.
Mike Vrabel moment, facts.
A gain of 15.
Yeah, I remember that playing the playoff game.
In your face. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
That stops the clock, so I suppose that... Wow, there's only 3 minutes and 33 seconds left. Illuminati confirmed, first off. I thought there was more time left. That's not good news for the Cowboys.
Gain of 5. Brings up second and
The Dallas pick is at 10-ish. Yeah, I'd say that's probably around where it is, because there are a lot of teams who are, like, fighting in the middle of, like, that 4 or 5 win range.
Murray's pass.
So if Dallas loses games, and if they finish, let's say 5 or 11 or 6 and 10, they probably won't go 5 and 11. But say they go 6 and 10, say they do really poorly for the rest of the year, that pick should be in the top like 7 or 8. Raiders pick around 23 to 24. Yeah, I wonder who ends up missing the playoffs out of the AFC West. It's probably gonna be us, because the Chargers are too good to miss out. Scooter's played like a damn MVP candidate, and I trust the Raiders a little bit more with Eddie Small, even though Colbert is quite good in sim. Doesn't mean I fully trust him. Final play before the 2-minute warning. Dallas has to get stops or else, well, that's it for their chances of winning this game. When does Portland clinch a playoff spot? They won't clinch their division anytime soon because Arizona's right behind them. But when does Portland clinch a playoff spot? I would have to imagine that's probably within the next few weeks, right? I would think. Come on, Buffalo beat... Well, that's kind of a tall task, because Buffalo, they're not the best. 3rd and 9. First down almost assuredly ends it, and they don't get it. They can still kick a field goal and make it a 2-score game, but Dallas is technically still alive.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal.
Some guy named Octi failed miserably at that. What, beating Buffalo? Or beating the Raiders? I know we lost to the Raiders earlier in the year. I don't remember losing to Buffalo, but I feel like we probably did. Because we would find a way to lose to the freaking Bills. We would find a way.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The pass intended for Jarvis Landry, incomplete.
So Dallas has 1 timeout. They have to get out of bounds as much as they can. We lose to the Bills, you're done. Well, that's probably not going to happen.
Brings up 3rd and
Who do you guys play this week? You guys play the Titans. So, you should win. Seems like everybody in the AFC West has easy games except for us. Not that Memphis is like that good. Who do the Chargers play? I don't remember who they play.
That's good for a Cowboys.
They play New England. Yeah, everybody in the AFC West has an easy game except for us, because New England is even worse than Tennessee and Buffalo.
The pass complete to Melvin Gordon.
One of your friends lives on a road called Dogwood Forest. Since when were roads named Forest? Huh.
Intended for Tyree,
We better win?
incomplete.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so. I wouldn't bet on it, but let's hope so. Third and 1, Woodard with a bomb downfield, and it is caught for a touchdown. Okay, Matt Woodard. What a dot in the hands of Jarvis Landry. They're gonna go for 2 and I guess kick the onside kick. If Dallas wins this game, that would be nuts. If they find a way to pull this off, do they get the 2? They do. Okay. Now, none of this matters if they don't get the onside kick. You have zero faith you beat either of the Caps or Chargers today. Ooh, that Chargers game is a tough one, yeah. Alright, here we go. This is it. If Dallas doesn't get it, it's game over. And Portland has no issue recovering it. So the Snowhawks, despite a little scare there at the end, will find a way to win it 24-21. Yeah, they're just going to knee it. Alright, there we go. A tough fight from Dallas. I'm impressed. Now Dallas has fallen to 5-7, and they pretty much need to win out. But they definitely stuck tooth and nail with the best team in the NFC right now. So you got to give them their credit. Woodard was pretty solid, so was Kyler. Kyler only threw 1 incompletion. Goddamn. Both running backs were fine. Miles Sanders scored twice. He was quite good. Kareem Hunt, he barely got the ball in the second half, it feels like. Melvin Gordon led the game in catches. Hunt led in yards. Not a lot of sacks, not a lot of turnovers. Both defenses did not make a ton of big plays. All right, time to lose. For the purposes of the suspense, since we're using Dallas and would find out the result right away to the Columbus-Portland game, we're going to use somebody else for the memes. Because I know you guys are dying to know, so we're going to stall it for another, like, 3 minutes. By the way, Upgrades is probably going to come out within the next couple of days. In between today's stream and next stream. Alright, who do we want to use here? Who do the Bengals play? This is totally cool. They play the Rams. Okay. Alright, let's him. Rams kill them. Wow, the Steelers are 2-10. Yikes. I guess we'll get to the Caps fairly quickly. I'm not going to make you guys stall even more after that. The Bills beat the Raiders! It happened! Lucario, come on, you can't lose to the Bills? Both quarterbacks were fine. Roy Kenyon was good. Calvin Griggs was good. O.J. Howard, Cortland Sutton both score. The Raiders can still definitely make the playoffs, but you can't be losing games this late to the season to the damn Bills. 38-6 loss. Wow, that's that'd be pretty rough. The Bucks. They win 3 in a row. They beat Orlando. The Sentinels have remained competitive this year, but they're still not good for the most part. Eddie Small's a bum. Colbert would have done better. For sure. But at least Eddie Small can play well and watch games. Something that I can't really trust Colbert with. I didn't see the box score of the Rams-Bengals. Okay, yeah, thank you for pointing that out. But the Rams killed them. Keith Priolio was again quite solid. Runaway favorite for Rookie of the Year. Lamar Jackson was pretty blah. So the Rams, do they have 9 wins? I think they're 9-3. It feels like a lock that 3 teams in the NFC West are going to make the playoffs. The Rams, Cardinals, and Snowhawks should all make it. So that means that the NFC West, or not the NFC West, the NFC East and the NFC South are going to have to fight it out for that last wildcard spot. Because if we're damn sure ain't going to the NFC North. Ooh! Cardinals beat London. That's a big deal. I forgot these two guys played each other. Alexei Smirnov with an MVP-type performance against one of the best defenses in the league, might I point out. Deshaun Watson was quite good too, but it seemed like the Alexei Smirnov MVP buzz was dying down, but I think he has reassured himself as the favorite. Holy cow, Zeke scored 4 times. But I think Smirnov has repassed Burrow, he's repassed Scuda, he's repassed IT, he's repassed everybody. Toronto beats Columbus. Would you look at that? 31-24, a close game. Mahomes and Wentz were, for the most part, pretty even. Smirnov is not a 99. We can check if you want. Even though he definitely plays like it. So the 3 teams in the NFC East race all lost. Huh. Cardinals won. Chargers. Okay then. I did not see this coming. 35-13. They lost to the Patriots. What has happened to the Chargers? They won 7 in a row and they've completely fallen off. Kenneth Hawthorne played well. Yeah, this Chargers team is not looking like the contender that we thought they were 3 weeks ago. Huh. So I see the AFC West is completely flipped on its side. 3.5 sacks for Nick Bosa. And the Chiefs win. So it's been quite the week for Kansas City. The Chargers and Raiders have lost. They've won. Another good game from Scuda. Now just Mexico City loses. Then it'd be the perfect week for the Chiefs. Can I put Phil Riddle at QB and Wentz at 2? Yes, I can. Phil Riddle time, boys. Another good game from Tack Shoddy. The other rookie wide receiver, Jeremiah Harris, was also good. The Cowboys and Raiders lost, and you managed to beat the Caps. Yeah, you guys might be... You could be the 7 seed. Or you could be the 4 seed. Colts lose yet again. The Texans are like 6-0 with Jalen Hurts, right? Hold on. They went 1-6 with Russ. And they're 5-0 with Jalen Hurts. How does that happen? The Colts look like they are in prime position to get a top pick. Oh, I thought Jalen Hurts got hurt for a second. Okay. If that was the case and Russell Wilson had meaningful playing time, then the Texans would have lost. Mahomes was... Okay, so Chris Carson, ever since the QB change, it hasn't really been Jalen Hurts' fault they're 5-0. It's been Chris Carson. I don't know why he's been so much better with Jalen Hurts, but he has been. No, we want sacks. Even in a bad season, you guys still own the Caps. Mad Max for tight end of the year. I guess there aren't many other deserving candidates. Cougars lose to the Niners. San Francisco gets back on track. The Niners are in full tank mode, so this is not a particularly good win. They scored 20 in the 4th. Ouch. Herbert was fine. DR3 was... not terrible. Eckler scored twice. Mixon was quiet for his standards. Kind of glad you didn't pay 15 for T. Yeah, T. Higgins is not worth $15 million. Whoever bet on T got lucky because Naruto pretty much decided to throw his money in a dumpster this offseason. We know Dallas. Mexico City. Oh, wow, we won. We actually put up 31. I didn't see that one coming. Did Will Duvall get hurt? That's what it looks like. So Daniel Jones came in and was not great. Phil Chippendale played quite well. That's nice to see. Jalen Reagor scored twice. Juju with a big performance. You're welcome for us winning, by the way, Nick. Josh Allen had 3 sacks. But it's not enough for them to get the win. Can the Dolphins win another one? They do, but unfortunately it's not by the score of 21-13. They've won 6 in a row. Jeez. They beat the Ravens 35-21. Aaron Rodgers with 4 touchdowns. Yeah, there's no way once Riley Payton comes back that he's going to start. There's no way. 0 chance. Xavier Leslie, hello. Juju helped the Steamers lose. Be grateful. Only reason when you didn't give him 15 mils, you're young and you didn't know you'd take tax shotty. I said at the end of the game that I would do upgrades in between this stream and next stream. I'm not going to do them now. Painter's been healthy. Yeah, Painter's been healthy for a while. He might still be on IR, but he's been healthy. I imagine he comes off of IR soon. Eagles lose to the Jets. Yeah, I was surprised RSV put Painter on IR because Painter was only out for like 5 or 6 weeks, but I guess it paid off. Niners won. Does Jacksonville win again? They beat the Steelers 37-0. Good Lord, I know the Steelers are bad, but Jacksonville is firing on all cylinders right now. They've won 10 in a row, I think. Joe Burrow with a big performance. It might be him and Smirnoff just battling it out for the MVP. I mean, Smirnoff, I think, has propelled himself back into first, but Joe Burrow, wow. And Scooter's obviously right in the mix, too. Judy and Jefferson both scored twice. So I guess if there is a clear favorite, it's Jacksonville. Because not only have they won 10 in a row, but they're blowing out everybody. The Jags have not had many close games, and their offense is consistently scoring 30 every week. Yeah, 31-0. They had a 28-3, 37-0. This is the best team in the league right now. Jets won. Lions beat Green Bay 31-27. 529 yards for Detroit. Hello, wow. Very typical Jameis Winston game. 458 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 picks. Imagine if that happened in real life. What, the Jaguars being good? This is an RMP team, you're right. They'll find a way to lose in the second round of the playoffs. I forgot. My apologies. Has RMP ever won a playoff game? I don't know if he has. The Chiefs were probably the best team in the regular season last year throughout the duration of OFL 20, but I'm not sure if they ever won a playoff game. F off Green Bay. I just realized the Lions beat the Packers. I mean, for OFL terms, I don't really care, but I guess it's fun to see the Lions beat Green Bay. What the hell is going on with Carolina? They have been bad lately, and the Saints are getting back on track. New Orleans put up 21 in the fourth quarter. It was 7-3 going into the fourth, and then both offenses said, hey, we're going to try. The ceiling for an RMP team is 1 and done. Yeah, the Jags are going to go 15-1 and find a way to lose in, like, the dumbest way possible to a team like, I don't know, the Texans in the second round. Baker and Jimmy G were both pretty good. Darius Slayton with a nice game. Mike Gesicki has been darn good this year. Don't forget, guys. Don't forget what? It was 3-0 at the half. Yeah, that's kind of sad. New England won. Raiders lost. Rams won. Ravens lost. Saints won. Sentinels lost. Snowhawks won. Steamers lost. Steelers lost. Texans won. Toronto won. Do we see the Titans score? We did. They lost to the Chiefs. Is that everybody? Yeah, it's everyone. Packers spent a first rounder on a quarterback who did not get a snap all season. Yeah, they did. And I think the sad thing about that is he might be one of their best picks last year. Because their whole rookie class sucks. The Jags clinched the playoffs. I think they probably clinched the division too. So the Cougars are on top of the North. Everybody lost this week. This division is still a mess. Yeah, Jacksonville clinched the division. The Jags are the first team in the playoffs with a nice 369 points. In the East, the Dolphins are only 1 game behind the Jets. Wow. In the West, the Chargers, Chiefs, and Diablos are 7-5. If the Raiders won, everybody would be 7-5. Didn't this happen last year where everybody was the same record this late into the year? Don't forget, guys, Smirnoff did throw a Hail Mary against the Thunderbirds. Steamers, Lions, and Thunderbirds are all tied up at 6-6. The Bucks have tied Carolina. They've won 3 in a row. And the Panthers have, meanwhile, lost 3 in a row. The Jags winning the South was confirmed by, like, week 5. Yeah, it was only a matter of time. The Texans made it longer than expected because the Texans have been really good lately. London is still 2 games ahead of the Caps. Everybody lost in the NFC East. Everybody won in the NFC West. Portland, Arizona, and LA are all 1 game within each other. Let's see a look at the seedings here. So Jacksonville and Portland are still 1. The NFC doesn't change a whole lot other than the Bucks now being the division leaders in the South. And then in the AFC, the Diablos have jumped for Raiders. And I think that's probably it. The Caps are 0-2 versus Thunderbirds. Yeah, you're right. That'd be a fun playoff matchup, but I don't expect both teams to make it. Did y'all lose to us? I think we did. And we're probably going to lose to you guys again here with this next game that we're about to watch. Siri, give me a number between 1 and 2. Siri has selected 1. I think we're the road team. Yeah. So we already lost to you guys earlier in the year. Since we are the road team, I guess we will use her us. Casey, that would be... Wait, I didn't realize that. Yeah. If we get IT versus Scuda in the playoffs, that would be awesome. I didn't even notice that. But you're right. Dalvin Cook is back. Yay. But since I don't do pop-up messages, I can't clear him. Time for Smirnoff to throw 500 yards. It's inevitable. Since we don't have any alternates, I guess we'll go for road jerseys. Superstars and Superstar X Factors, we got Myles Garrett, Shaq Barrett, Christian Kirk, Bobby Wagner, Gregory Chance, and Angry Beaver. Juju Smith-Schuster, Devin White, Marlon Humphrey. Wow, we have a lot of superstars. Zadarius Smith, Phil Chippendale, Johnny Hacker, Jeff Okuda, Javon Hargrave, Nick Boyle, Deontay Harris, Bobby Okereke, Eddie Small, and Xavier Cheeks. Oh, hold on. I just remembered since Colbert was hurt, what happened to Will Duvall for Memphis? Octi, hi, Colin, hi. What happened to Duvall? We want the Steamers. He tore his labrum. He's out for 3 weeks. So he will not return until week 17. You need yes, you need us to win because of the Raiders pick. I feel like the Chiefs and Chargers were meant to play each other in the playoffs because we've been needing to watch those 2 teams play against each other, and we didn't this year. So I really hope that does happen. It probably won't, but that would be awesome. It's been processing for 15 minutes, and it's not rendering. Yeah, processing can be annoying, because whenever I upload, it's always at 0, and then it goes right to, like, 95% at, like, the most random time. So you never really know how far along it is. That bounty you set on Duvall got him hurt for 3 weeks. I mean, oh no, he's hurt. Well, the backup is technically rated higher, but Duvall has been a little bit better than Daniel Jones, so I would take that as a bad injury for the Steamers. All right, here we go in Allegiant Stadium, a big AFC West matchup with all 4 teams within 1 game of each other. The Diablos, Chiefs, and Chargers tied at 7-5. The Raiders right behind at 6-6. Vegas just had a bad loss last week to the Bills, and they need to get back on track here. Here comes Eddie Small, who of course has taken over for the injured Zachy and Colbert. Small's a good player. I hope he gets an actual shot to be like a full-time starter next year. In like, I don't know, Green Bay or Memphis or something. Because Luclario's obviously not going to give up on Colbert, even though Colbert is made of glass.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 10, there's Seabush.
That's good for a Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Not much there for Mr. Bush.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 1 yard.
Let's go Diablos. Never thought I'd see those words from Nick. But yes, go team. Too late for us to tank. To go all in on a playoff spot. Small should stay in Vegas, not go to Green Bay or Memphis. Yes, I'm sure you would like that. But for our sake, get him out.
49-yard line.
Okay, well then who else needs a quarterback? I guess Tennessee, but the Titans don't have a coach at the moment to trade for him. Maybe the Jets? I mean, Matt Ryan's not getting any younger, just saying. Maybe Columbus, which speaking of, I forgot to make that depth chart change, and I'm going to need to do that before I sim. Nick goated press release. What did he say? Did he say a thing?
Brings up 3rd and 13.
We beat the Caps once again. Jax, get good, kid.
Matt Wild
Get good.
formation.
Oh, wait, no, that's not Nick. I didn't fall for it this time. Actually, I fell for it for a second. Oh, what a punt!
1st down and 10. At their own
Down at the 2. I don't know who Lucario's punter is, but apparently he is a boot. So here comes Chip, who I've trashed on Chip this year. He hasn't been bad. He just hasn't been good. He hasn't been as good as he was last year. The interceptions have definitely gone up. But he threw like 1 interception after week 4 last year, so.
the pass. Complete to Juju Smith-Schuster. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 12-yard line.
I fell for it until I saw the press reactions where Nick said imposter, and I saw that your color was green. So at first, when I read it out, I did, if we want to get technical.
The running back, the ball carrier.
The person with the Kyle Pitts season as the profile picture of JOK.
7. And the Mexico City 1st down.
Mans names himself after Kyle Pitts and makes his profile picture the only player in the entire draft class who could probably cover Kyle Pitts.
Down at the 26. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
It's for the entertainment. We got to have the entertainment here. Cobra knows what's up. Go Lions. Who do the Lions play this week? Probably. Oh, yeah, they play Kansas City. That's right. Yeah. Go Lions.
the pass. He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
And then I don't remember who the Chargers play. Let me see. Who do the Chargers play?
Diablo.
They play someone good. Yeah. Well, I mean, Toronto's not that good. I just remembered they were
Carry for the running back.
they were on the bowl.
Nickel Roby
But I mean, Toronto's not bad. They've been winning games, which the Chargers can't really say. The Chargers have not been winning games lately.
at the 39.
Can't be losing by 22 to the friggin' Patriots. Oh my, look at Christian Kirk. Okay. And he's injured. Yay. That's nice. I did not press X. The game just didn't let us see whether he went to the locker room or not. So who knows what happened to him. I guess Jamin Davis could. He's a good cover linebacker too.
To Deontay Harris. A gain of 12. 1st down, Mexico City.
He's no JOK, but seems like the league doesn't see what we saw.
Zach Cunningham on the tackle.
Or maybe it was just a heart thing that made him drop. I mean, Montez Sweat was supposed to go in the top like 15 or top 10 or 15. He dropped to the late 1st round because of a heart issue that proved to be false, and he's been just fine.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And then we find the end zone here with Mr. Hawkinson.
Mexico City.
So a good start for Diablo so far. was a nice throw.
The kicker on for the point after.
So a good first quarter here for Mexico City. That's what we said about Portland in the first game, and Dallas ended up making it close.
The kick is good. Makes the score Diablos 7, Raiders nothing. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here returns Mr. Small. This is like the time you dressed up as me for April Fools, but Cobra's experienced. Here's the playoff picture, by the way. The Diablos are the 7 seed, but since this game does not update their graphics, it will not show that. Anthony Schwartz would easily cover Pitts in what, a race? Remember when you drove Pepper Jack? That was so funny. That was funny. Alex Leatherwood could definitely cover Kyle Pitts. Alex Leatherwood's a big boy. All he has to do is just jump on top of him. Kyle Pitts isn't going anywhere. I guess that'd be a pass interference penalty, but it's better than getting bossed by Kyle Pitts.
That's good for Las Vegas. They'll get 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now it seems like the Raiders are starting to do something. Now they're doing something. They get 9 there. How the hell did the Chargers move to 1 in the division? Were they not 1 last week?
Brings up 2nd and
The Chargers won like 7 straight games at one point. I guess the Chargers are just streaky because they started the year on a 2-game losing streak, then they won 7 in a row, and now they've lost 3 straight, including getting blown out by the Patriots of all teams. Matt Ryan would definitely clamp down Schwartz, absolutely.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
The fact that Seth Williams fell to the 6 makes you angry. Yeah, I probably would have picked him around or 2 before that. And he's fallen 6 for 9, nice. Seth Williams is no Amon-Ra St. Brown, but he's fine. He went to Denver, right? I think so, yeah. Seth went to Denver, I think. Denver had such a weird draft because they had a bunch of good value picks, but they totally whiffed with Justin Fields on the board. Keanu Neal is hurt, so I see the injury bug has hit us early today with Christian Kirk first and now him. Okay, will they show him going to the locker room, yes or no? Yay, he is. So he's done for at least the game, maybe longer. I wonder what Keanu's injury rating in this game is, because he's not very durable in real life. 2nd and 8, that is a Vegas touchdown for the tight end. I can't tell who that is. But he scored. That's all that matters.
Austin McGinnis for the extra point.
So Vegas makes it interesting.
Is good. That ties the game at 7. Austin McGinnis set to kick off. They'll take over 1st down and 10.
All right, time to see what the offense can do here. That previous drive from the Raiders showed that they will actually make this game interesting, because it looked ugly through the first quarter, but it seems like they're starting to try here in the second. Phil off his back foot. How did that work? A 73-yard touchdown for Juju Smith-Schuster. Did Phil Chippendale go full Patrick Mahomes on that play? He literally threw that off his back foot. That was something. That was definitely something.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Was not expecting that. All right, so that was quick.
Good.
Wish Madden had better storylines for the draft that actually mattered. Thanks.
Raiders 7.
Hopefully Madden 22 has something cool like that. Or at least have it like NFL Head Coach 09 where it actually feels like a draft. Because there are literally no CPU draft day trades at all. Which is the dumbest thing.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
Boo boo Schuster.
4-yard line.
Small gets it to Gregory Chance. Eddie Small's played nice today. He has not been too bad. He was nice earlier when he was... So I guess I should have used better wording there. He has not been nice because he's not 6 for 9.
Number 41, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3. That's good for a Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Seems like both offenses are doing quite well at the moment. Raiders are moving it. We're scoring. Come on, B-Wags, force a fumble. That'd be pretty nice right about now. Yeah, I agree.
Kevin White on the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Small on second down again. Wow, nice catch. Was that Ayuk?
That's good.
I think that might have been... Oh, Ayuk's hurt, isn't he? Yeah, that was Roy King, who's been quite good today. I don't know who's covering him, but whoever is not looking too hot at the moment. We need some vintage OFL 20 Bobby Wagner right about now.
Another carry for the running back. He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a
Who's the
pickup.
best white writer?
Brings up second
I'm
and
confused.
7.
Nice sack by Rashad Fenton. Oh, best white wide receiver. Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Brings up third
Huh.
down.
I mean, I would say Julian Edelman, but he's gone. Who's New England's current slot receiver? Hold on, because that's probably our answer. I mean, Scotty Miller's cool. Here, let me pull up their hour Labs depth chart. 3rd and 17. That really almost happened.
The pass. Complete to number 41.
All right, who's listed as the slot receiver on our Labs for the Patriots?
It's 4th down.
Jacoby Myers. He does not count. They also have that gunner guy who's a good special teamer.
Austin
Cole Beasley. Yeah, that's the answer. Cole Beasley. I don't know why I didn't think of that. It's definitely Cole Beasley. Cole Beasley's a stud. Instead, Wagner just runs into blockers. It's unfortunate. Now, if defense plays defense, you might not lose by 20. Well, your offense looks like they're going to make it close, but the defense just has to actually try. Who starts the ball in the second half? I feel like we do. I think. That is rather significant.
They'll take over. First down and
If you answered Gregory Chance, you were right.
24-yard line.
That's a shame because it doesn't look like anybody answered him. He will be once he develops, since he has that beautiful superstar X factor. I thought we were really about to start the drive of another touchdown. I mean, I'll take 27. Who is 84? Phil Chippendale was 6 for 6 for 166 yards and 2 touchdowns. A lot of big plays. Why is Greg Ward on the field? I guess he's listed as the new slot receiver because Christian Kirk is hurt. What's defense? Lucario doesn't know because his team here can't play defense and his team in the NFL also cannot play defense.
The pass complete to Juju Smith-Schuster. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Diablo.
Next year, you're just drafting defense. You should tell that to Mayock. Just so he can get the right idea. Down to 55 seconds and 2 timeouts. That's a lot of time. I was just about to say how we should try to go slow so the Raiders don't get the ball back. But now that we've gotten sacked, I don't think we should try to go slow. Dude is going to be like the Panthers, just drafting defense. Is Chip really going to get sacked again because of the A-pocket awareness? He won't. It's actually caught. I was about to say don't call a timeout, and then I saw we did it first, and I was going to get mad. But it's because we got another injury, this time Hawkinson. What is good, Pepper Jack? Your team, they lost, right? Yeah. We beat you guys, and Will Duvall tours labrum, and he's out for 3 weeks. So, not a great week 13 for the Steamers. But he will be back week 17. So, it's not an overly serious injury, but... You guys are still technically first in the division. You're in a 3-way tie for 6-6, and I'm pretty sure the Steamers have the tiebreaker over Detroit and Toronto. DK ran at 10:37. Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty impressive for a man of his size. Hey, Octi, why is the game Madden 16? That's a quality question, because Madden 16 is good. Wink, wink. Okay, there's 12 seconds. That's Chippendale's first incompletion of the game. He's heard me smack talking him. It seems like Chippendale's finally showing up. Yeah, we got to go for it here on 3rd and goal. And that proved to be a dumb decision, as it's intercepted on the goal line by Zach Cunningham. In your opinion, who should you start, Rosen or Jones? Probably Jones. I know he's not great. Duvall's a little bit better, but I would start Jones over Josh Rosen. Yeah, DK is like 6'4", 240 in the ballpark. I don't remember exactly, but I just know he's a rather large specimen who should not be able to run that fast. Wonder if he ran a 40, what his number would be now. Because now that he's had some more like intense training, it's probably even higher. Actually, I can probably Google what's a 10.37 in 40-yard dash terms. There's got to be like some kind of calculator that knows this. Alright, can we not have this bug? Thank you, EA. 100-meter time. 10:27 equivalates to a 4.3. So I guess this 4.33 was really spot on. Huh.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Let's go. We did a defense. Something new that Casper's side... I'm so confused. Cha-cha, real smooth. That's all I got out of that. Okay, can we please get out of the screen game? Alright, we do start the ball. It should be 21-10, but since Phil decided to throw the last drive, that's not the case. Nice sack for Julian Aquara. Lion legend, Julian Aquara. Do another defense, please. I thought that said piss at first, I'm not gonna lie. I thought that said do another defense, piss. And it looks like his request has been answered. Phil Chippendale has completely fallen off the rails. Right when I was talking good about him, he throws back-to-back interceptions. The one time I'm not critical of this man, he does this. Within the span of 5 minutes. Within the span of 2 minutes. Wow, okay. So the Raiders can take the lead here. I didn't think the Raiders defense was going to play well at all today after those first few drives, but I suppose that I stand corrected. Look at wait, what just happened? That was going to be a touchdown. Did he get tackled by the grass? Hold on. I need to see this. Hold on. He had like a really nice cut. Boom, right here. It was going to be a touchdown. Did he trip on his teammate? Oh, okay. I thought he tripped on grass for a second. I was going to say. It looked like in real time he tripped on air, yeah. Talk some more good about Phil. No, Phil Chippendale sucks. I'm benching him for Trace McSorley. That's the only solution. Ford is now hurt. A lot of injuries today, mainly for us, but now one for the Raiders. Dude really pulled a Daniel Jones. Well, Daniel Jones didn't have anybody in front of him. He's going to be mad his head tripped him. See, Bush actually got tackled by the other team this time. Third and 1. They do convert. Don't get the touchdown, but they get the first. Eddie Small has been better than Phil Chippendale. I guess Phil Chippendale was better than Small before Phil's last 2 passes. But since his last 2 passes were caught by the other team, his the perception of him today totally changes. See, Bush goes backwards. And then on 3rd and goal, C. Bush gets the touchdown. So I thought we were going to get a stop there, but we don't. The Raiders are now on top. In an AU, it's 28-10. I'm confused. I don't know what you mean. Alright, it's time for Phil to actually throw the ball to his own team and not the other team. Choose not to suck. It'd be a good time right about now to stop sucking. Do I think that he will? No. But we'll see. Anything's possible. Oh, in an alternate universe, it should be 28-10 right about now, yeah. Okay, there's Deontay Harris for a nice play. Phil Chippendale's averaging like 20 yards a pass. Phil's thrown a lot of deep balls, but the receivers have all also been really good today. So I feel like that more so goes to the receivers, but we have seen a lot of deep throws from Phil. I do want to give Phil his credit, because other than the 2 interceptions, he's been damn good today. Now that I'm complimenting him, he's going to throw another right here. Watch. Guarantee it. I think your grades of Ian Book and Davis Mills were... I didn't grade Ian Book poorly. I mean, that's not a pick I would have made until like the 7th round, but... And then Davis Mills isn't bad. Davis Mills was the best quarterback on the board there, and the value wasn't off. But Houston's not in a position to pick a quarterback. I understand Deshaun Watson's never going to play a game for them again, whether he gets traded or the legal stuff gets super ugly. But the Texans are a really bad team. They need to build a new identity. And that does not start with picking a developmental quarterback who has like a 10% chance of being a top 15 QB in the league. That's not how you start a rebuild. If you have a chance to get a generational QB prospect, then you do it. But Davis Mills is not that. So it's not necessarily that I dislike the player. I just don't think Houston picking him makes any sense.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. The running back, again the ball carrier, taken down at the 14-yard line.
When you pick a quarterback and you don't have one and won't soon, well, if they're that bad this year, then they'll have an opportunity to pick one of the best quarterbacks in 2022, who's going to be probably better than Davis Mills. They don't have the assets to get Rodgers. They have draft picks, but they're not. Those draft picks are going to be really high because they are going to suck for the next 3 years. So they probably shouldn't do that to get a 38-year-old quarterback who will make them a 5-win team instead of a 3-win team. Yeah, Tyrod's perfectly fine. It's not like they even needed a starting quarterback this year because Tyrod Taylor's fine. So if you want to bring up the argument that quarterback was your worst position, it was not. What's good, Crockett? Welcome. You guys lost in the first game of the day. You got blown out by New England, which is kind of sad. But you guys are still 7-5 on top of the division. DK Metcalf do be a freak of nature, yeah. 3rd and goal, nice touchdown for KJ Hamler. I don't know any other running backs wearing 83, so I'm going to assume it is. Is Tyrod Taylor better than Baker, like I said in 2018? Well, those are the days where I thought Baker sucked and where I thought Tyrod Taylor was like the most underrated quarterback in the league. But yeah, Tyrod would be fine this year. There's no issue of starting him. None.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
If the strategy was Tyrod was going to get hurt and Davis Mills... If Davis Mills becomes really good, then I'll bite my dust. But there's a slim shot of that, especially considering the team he's on is not good. The coaching staff does not appear to be good. The front office is not the same as it was prior years, which is good. Holy cow, what a catch. But I don't think their new front office is much better than the old one. Because if they knew what they were doing, they're not going to pick a quarterback. So if it was a let's say Kellen Mond was off the board in the 2nd round, and the Vikings picked Davis Mills with their 3rd round pick, I would not have a problem with that. But since it's the Texans, I just don't think it makes sense. Tyrod would be a starter if he didn't get his lung attacked by the medical staff. That's true. If Tyrod actually got to play last year, then this wouldn't be an issue. I wonder if the Chargers did that on purpose. I feel like they probably didn't, but they might have just wanted an excuse to get Herbert in there. Even though the Chargers, I think, won the previous week. Yeah, because that was the game where Fat Randy missed the game winner because he said he pulled his hamstring. You trust Cassie? I don't know. I don't buy it. And New England's sloppy seconds from their front office have not worked out in the past. Hello, Bob Quinn. So I don't trust what they're doing. If I was a Texans fan, I'd not be any more optimistic than I was 3 months ago. Cooks, Kiki, and Collins are great targets. Yeah, the Texans have a fine receiving core. That's not necessarily the issue, but who is their play caller? I have no clue. Who is their offensive coordinator? I know they have Lovie Smith as their DC. Who is their offensive coordinator? Didn't they get Pep Hamilton? Tim Kelly. I am not overly familiar with Tim Kelly. He's Dennis Kelly's brother. Oh, huh. The more you know. Wait, then where did Pep Hamilton go? I totally forget. Pep Hamilton is the passing game coordinator for the Texans. Okay, so Pep Hamilton did go to the Texans. Fat Randy's better than Justin Tucker. Facts. Because now that he's our kicker, I have to like him. Would have hired a guy like Ed Dodds. Ed Dodds was the guy I wanted. Although now I think Brad Holmes is the second coming of Jesus Christ. But I wanted Dodds. I wanted Dodds, and I wanted Robert Saleh.
Austin McGinnis set to kick off.
Although I was happy with Dan Campbell. I did like the signing at the time. Please make Octi 77-7. I'm confused. Oh, I see. Make us 7 will we be 7-6? We would have to lose next week, which we probably will. I don't remember who we're playing. I guess I can check. Who do we play? Let's see. Week 15, the Diablos play the Packers. Oh, okay. So we'll find a way to lose because we shouldn't.
First down, Mexico City. The running back, the ball carrier, taken down at the 41. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Incomplete from Chip. Phil Chippendale is so good. Totally. Yes, this is week 14. Is that Hawkinson? Okay, Hawkinson is back in the game because he got hurt earlier. So that makes me feel better.
A gain of 3 yards.
But I totally expect us to find a way to lose this game.
Johnny Hecker in punt.
Lindsey, Brevin Jordan, Taylor for a year is good or two. It's not that the Texans skill position players are fine. But I don't trust their coaching staff. Their offensive line's not great. And their front office is just a revolving door of being a mess. So the skill position players are not bad. I feel like they might have Tevin Coleman too. Do they? I'm probably totally wrong about that. Where did Tevin Coleman's on the Jets, isn't he? Yeah, he's on the Jets, okay. But the skill position players are fine. It's not like Davis Mills doesn't have people he can throw the ball to, because he does. But when is Davis Mills going to play? There's already enough drama at the QB position as is. Did you guys win last week? No, you lost by about 20 to New England. Mark Ingram, they did sign Mark Ingram. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's a good running back core, good receiving core, but the rest of your team, specifically the offensive line, is not any good. Phil Chippenfraud. We're going to keep saying Phil Chippenfraud, so that means we'll win the game.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Payne.
The pass. Complete to number 41.
So far, so good for Eddie.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
T-Law's mine, so I suppose it doesn't matter. Well, you're one lucky duck. You're one lucky duck that you get me throwing passes for your team.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Eddie Small under pressure. He's sacked by, I believe, it's Shaq Barrett. It is. That's a big play. Wow, there's only 3.5 minutes left. Why do the fourth quarters of games always go by so fast? Or at least the start of the fourth quarters? Phil Chippen joke. Phil Chippen suck. Like Mills, but Octi has the one Lofties. I don't go by Octi anymore. I go by Trevor Lawrence. I go by my real name. Phil Chippen suck. Oh, wow, we stopped him. 4th and 2. Yeah, you got to kick the field goal here because you're only down by 1. That's what they're going to do. Final play before the 2-minute warning. If the Raiders take the lead. It's close. I don't know if he made it. Oh, he did. Okay, that actually did not look like it went in, but it did. Phil Chippen throw a pick. All right, with 1 minute and 55 seconds, Phil Chippen suck will come out onto the field, and we'll see how the Diablos find a way to lose this game. I feel like now that we know there's a jinx, I'm like double jinxing it, so that means we're actually going to lose. Well, that's not an ideal start. It bonked off of a couple heads.
Intended for KJ Hamler. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd
There's Juju to the 40. The way Octi said Phil, chip and throw a pick made you laugh. How's the wife, my little high schooler friend / YouTube / creative genius? I appreciate the creative genius, by the way. I'm not a high schooler. I just finished up my junior year at Clemson. What are you talking about? I'm now an NFL quarterback. But the wife is good. The Raiders called time there. Okay. That's interesting. That's not a terrible decision. But that's an interesting one. Yeah, so I think we're just going to be chewing clock here and probably going to kick a field goal. So the Raiders are going to have time for a Hail Mary. If they get the stop here, and assuming we make the kick. Vegas is out of timeouts. Uh-oh. First down ends it. Okay, they're not even going to have 20 seconds. They're going to have like 10 seconds. Yeah, that's one Hail Mary. Or they should probably go for a quick play out of bounds. They might not even have time for that. They're literally going to have one play. So they could try for like a 40-yard pass out of bounds and kick a field goal or a Hail Mary. The only same thing is the hair. No, we're the same person. That doesn't make sense. How can I be the same person as somebody? But no, Trevor Lawrence makes YouTube videos in his spare time and streams. I don't know how many uploads I'm going to have on Sundays next year because I'm going to be playing for the Jaguars, but they need Colbert to come out with this. They do! Yeah, just make sure Colbert doesn't get hit. Just bring him out with his crutches. Hell, even a wheelchair. He could probably still throw it 70 yards downfield with a wheelchair. With 6 seconds, I don't think they have time for a quick play out of bounds. I think it's Hail Mary or bust. Here we go. This is it. Either it's going to go or it doesn't. Incomplete. Mexico City finds a way to win the game. That was a little bit too close for comfort. But you know what? A win's a win. GG, Lucario. You guys played pretty well today. Dying for more MLB from Octi. Well, you're getting more MLB today. So, get excited. We had some interesting games in today's episode. And we also had some interesting games here in this stream. 2 very close ones, including a 1-point win for us. Walk to Gamo Waming. Hey, Hail Mary failed. So we are now 8-5? I think, yeah. The Raiders are 6-7. Chip, he had a game. He had his good moments and he has his bad moments. Eddie Small was pretty solid. KJ Hamler, I didn't realize he ran the ball that well. Can't wait for IT3 to make... Well, we probably won't get far enough in the Jag series, so IT3 would probably be in next year's Madden series. But if he stays the course, he'll be probably a super high pick. And he'll probably be in like the early portion of the Madden 22 series, since he's already in college. Jameson Cortland III, my custom pick. I thought you made him a shortstop. But he has some nice hair, I'll tell you that. Coming from a hair enthusiast myself. Alright, I was about to say it's sim time, but I have to make the Caps QB change. I was about to forget. It's a good thing I didn't. Will I check on Jones? Yeah, I can double check to make sure he's a starter. I don't know why he wouldn't be, but I'll double check. Yeah, all good here. Wait a minute, what do you mean? You need a running back change. What do you mean, Chief? Oh, well, I guess it's too late because we already zipped. I can make the change now for you going into next week if you want. Should have made Tom Brady the starter. Factual. Alright, what is the change you want to make before we see the other scores? James Conner to 3rd down. Okay. Yes, I just made the Phil change. So Phil got to play. The Chargers and the Chiefs both lost. Now we don't want to see standings. Close your eyes, everybody. I only saw the Jaguars result. They won again. Do the Dolphins win another game? They don't. The winning streak finally comes to a close, and it's Dallas of all teams who beats them. Okay. Aaron Rodgers was not as good as he's been. He was still fine. I love how the AFC West was horrible today. Except for us. I was not expecting that. And yeah, Toronto went 2-0. That's interesting. Seems like right when Nick decided to tank, his team started to do well. Senators beat the Eagles. Phillies, again, poised to get a high draft pick. Could this be the year that the Eagles pick a quarterback? I mean, Austin Buckley has been fine. He hasn't been bad, but he hasn't been good either. You can't even tank. Nope. Jose Suave with 1.5 sacks. That's fun. Hashtag put in painter. The Niners lose to the Snowhawks. Portland is now 11-2. Yeah, it seems like the Snowhawks are finally going to end a year off well. Kyler was terrible, and they still won. What did Miles Sanders do? Oh! Okay, that's what he did. He ran for 4 touchdowns. Have yourself a game, Mr. Sanders. Your pick belongs to Buffalo. Well, Buffalo's only getting 1 high pick this year. You're this close. Well, you guys probably aren't going to get a top 10 pick. How much did the Jaguars win by this time? They only won by 10. Oh, they played Houston. So the Texans' win streak with Jalen Hurts finally comes to an end. Hurts loses his first game as a starter. Joe Burrow was not as good. He was still really good. But he wasn't as good as he was last week. Can you demand the Chargers to be in a watch game next? Well, if they get enough votes. As long as they have a good game, then they'll be on the poll. Because I want to watch the Chargers. I don't know why we've only seen them like once or twice this year. I want to watch the Chargers. But they have to have an interesting game, which I imagine they will. Because they still probably have some divisional games left. Really, any game involving the AFC West between 2 teams is interesting because all 4 teams in the division are fun. Jets beat the Pats 38-31. Kenneth Hawthorne and Matt Ryan were pretty much identical. They were scary similar. Same yards, same touchdowns, same picks, same sacks, nearly the same longest pass. And Ryan just happened to throw 2 more completions. And to make things even more freaky, both teams at a QB go 1 for 1 with 9 yards. This is scary. Chargers play the Jets. The Jets are like 9-3 or 10-3. So that game will be on the poll for sure. The Lions beat the Chiefs. Oh yeah, Kansas City lost. We already knew that. Scooter was actually not great. One of his first poor performances of the year, which more so shows how good he's been. Chargers play Miami. Yeah, both Chargers games are going on the poll. Those are both really fun games. I want to watch the Dolphins too. I really want to watch a Chargers-Dolphins game. That's a fun matchup. Don't understand why you're... I guess you guys are just super streaky. Packers, I feel like we saw them. We did not. Whoa, they killed Memphis. 38-10. Wow, okay. Sam Darnold threw 5 touchdowns. Sam Darnold is a stud. He has been a stud this year. Daniel Jones was pretty average. Sam Darnold has been so good with nothing around him, except for T.Y. Hilton. And half of the season of Dalvin Cook. I get that the Packers suck, but I almost just want to put Darnold in the MVP conversation because he deserves it. Carolina loses again. The Bucs are now a full game ahead of the Panthers for first place in the division. Jordan Love throws 4 touchdowns. Seems like Jordan Love is back on track after his slow start. Are the Panthers going to miss the playoffs? They looked like an OFL Bowl contender for the first half of this year. They've completely fallen off the map. They're probably not projected to make the playoffs right now. Sam Darnold would be a legitimate dark horse MVP candidate if the other 21 players on the team did not suck. Well, I guess technically the other 52. Ooh, whoa, look at this. 44-41 in overtime. The Rams beat the Saints. Jimmy Garoppolo with 5 touchdown passes. Keith Priolio was impressive, too. So the Rams are 10-3. The Seahawks are 11-2. And the Cardinals are 9-3. Nice amount of yards for Devin Singletary. I take that Le'Veon Bell probably got hurt. 5 players with over 100 yards. 9 players with over 50 yards. That's a lot. This would have been a fun game to watch. Jelani Salami had a nice game, by the way. The Ravens lose again to the Bengals, and the AFC North continues to get even messier and even dumber. Dak played well, but I feel like the Dak-Justin Herbert trade has been a massive flop for both teams. Yes, I'll show award races at the end of the stream, definitely. Your draft pick value up and up and up. Saints, we know they... wait, the Saints won that game? I thought the Rams won. Oh, yeah, we went on the Rams to see that. Okay, so the Rams are 9-4. I'm stupid. Sentinels, we know. Snowhawks beat the Niners. We saw this one, yeah. Steamers lost. Steelers probably lost. They did to the Titans, 21-31. Pittsburgh is 2-11, I think. Mookie wasn't half bad, though. Kyle Juszczyk was the leading rusher. Okay, Juice. Another 2 touchdowns for Jeremiah Harris. He seems to be the only bright spot this year for the Titans. And having a fullback leading them in rushing. The Texans lost. The Thunderbirds won. We did not see their box score. Wow, 31-10. They won convincingly, too. Patrick Mahomes was not even that good. He threw 100. Wow, Mahomes was bad. IT was pretty bad, too. Aaron Jones had a nice amount of yards, but it was Rashad Penny who starred. So clearly there was like some defensive or special teams touchdown. They only had 2 offensive touchdowns, but they scored 31 points. That seems a little bit odd. Do they have a bunch of kick returns? DeMarco Carlisle at a kick return. I'm so confused. Hold on. Did they have 2 rushing touchdowns? Oh, yeah, they did. Okay. That's the case. Is Flip? You don't know if Jones is the answer? Well, Jones didn't play that badly, but Sam Darnold threw 5 touchdowns against you guys. So that was more so the reason why you lost. Ooh, the Bills beat the Bulldogs. Okay, that's interesting. Why does Pittsburgh have both Chubb and Teller? I don't know. You should ask the CPU when they made those draft picks. I think Walty probably signed Teller when he was a coach. I don't know. I don't know if Teller was drafted there. Maybe he was. I don't know. So Buffalo went 2-0 today. The Bills are... It's probably too late for them to make a playoff spot, but I guess they're hurting their tank. The Caps, do they get back on the win column? They do! They beat Arizona! Okay. Wow. Interesting. So, what the heck? Did Phil get hurt? So, in Phil Chippendale's first start, he got hurt. Carson Wentz came in, did not play very well. Smirnoff was actually kind of bad. This is probably his worst game of the year, which a 95.2 QB rating is not that bad. What's good, Pokemon? Welcome to the stream. You guys went 1-1 today. Sam Darnold this week threw 5 touchdowns. Imagine if Phil's going to be done for the year. Imagine how Carson Wentz feels. He gets benched and his backup gets hurt within the first minutes of the game. But you guys won. No, you guys beat Arizona 21-10. The Chargers lost. The Chiefs lost. This might be everybody. Who do we use? Or user does. Cougars beat the Colts in overtime. Indy is now 2-11 as well. Mahomes and Romer, the 2 rookie QBs, the 2 user QBs, were both really good. Show you it? We already showed the box score. You can go back in the stream if you want to see it. The Cougars appear to be in control of the AFC North, it looks like. Is that everybody? Yep, that's everyone. All right, let's take a look at standings here with 3 weeks to go. Has anybody, the Snowhawks had to have clinched, right? Yeah, and the Jets clinch as well. In the AFC North, the Bengals are only 1 game back. Ravens appear to have fallen out of the playoff race for the most part. You might need to put Rosen in. Well, if you want to make that change, you can put it in the Discord, or you can let me know now, I guess. The Jags are 12-1. They probably clinch for 1 seed soon. The Jets have clinched a playoff spot, and they are close to clinching the division over the Dolphins. In the West, we are now 1 game ahead of the Chargers and Chiefs. In the North, the Lions and Thunderbirds are now tied for first place. Pretty rough day for the Steamers, because they lost 2, and these 2 teams won 2. Until Duval, yeah, obviously once Duval gets back, you'll want him in. The Bucs are now firmly in first place of the South. The Saints and the Panthers are right behind. Carolina's lost 4 in a row. Caps cut the lead in 1. And the Snowhawks clinch a playoff spot. Cardinals and Rams probably going to get the 5 and 6 seeds. So it would be Jags 1, Jets 2, Diablos 3, Cougars 4, Fins 5, Chargers 6, and Chiefs 7. With the Texans, Bengals, Raiders, and Titans are all right on the cusp. In the NFC, Snowhawks 1, Bucks 2, Bulldogs 3, Lions 4, Cardinals 5, Rams 6, Caps 7, Thunderbirds, Saints, Panthers right on the cusp. Is that actually the case? Did I completely nail that? Toronto is the 7th seed. Other than that, yeah. So the Thunderbirds are projected to get 7, with Carolina, New Orleans, and the Caps all tied. So of those 4 teams who all made the playoffs last year, only one of them is probably going to get that 7 spot. I forgot to check players of the weeks for week 13, so we'll do that for 13 and 14. For week 14, it was Jimmy G, Derwin James, Daniel Romer III, and Marcus Peters. In week 13, it was Ezekiel Elliott, J.J. Watt, Joey Bosa, and John Johnson. All right, let's take a look at the award races. Burrow is listed as the MVP favorite. Coach of the Year, RMP. Burrow, Offensive Player of the Year, Shaq Thompson, Depoy. Daniel Romer, Offensive Rookie of the Year in the AFC. Cassius Dobson, Defensive Rookie of the Year. If the playoffs ended today, yeah, that would be a fun game. Jeremiah Harris is best wide receiver? Wow. Maybe he needs to be in the Rookie of the Year discussion. I mean, Keith Priolio is going to win that award. But, I don't know. Interesting. Please put Rosen in. Okay, I can do that off camera, I guess. All right, let's take a look at weeks 15 and 16. Oh, injuries. We'll do injuries first. Yes, I guess Jax has read my mind. Ooh, Dalvin Cook is back next week. Yay. Riley Painter is still on IR. Can they take him off by now? They can. Okay. So if RSC wants to do that, he can do that. I don't know if he'd want to start Riley Painter, though. Austin Eckler dislocated his hip. That's new. He's done for the year. Le'Veon Bell broke his wrist. He's out for the rest of the regular season. That's significant because he's been really good, and they are fighting for a wild card spot. We play the wow, you have a tough schedule at the end of the year. But all 3 of those games are definitely going to be on the poll. Not a ton of... Oh, T. Higgins got hurt. No! So the 2 receivers Naruto broke the bank for are both done for the year. That's sad. Wally dislocated his ankle. He's out 6 weeks. Eric Kendricks broke his hand. I feel like that's new. Colton Miller, that might have been new. I'm doing upgrades off camera. Carrion's hurt. That's also new. He's an 87. I wish in real life. Not that he's on my team anymore, sadly, but... Alright, week 15. What do we got? Cardinals-Bengals isn't that bad. Raiders-Dolphins is a good game. Panthers-Steamers is pretty good. Ravens-Cougars is interesting. Cowboys Caps is a good game. Rams Snowhawks is real good. Lions Thunderbirds. Ooh. The winner of this game takes first place in the division. Jets Chargers is a good game. Bucks Bulldogs is a good game. Week 16. Diablos Lions is pretty good. Panthers Saints is interesting. Both teams 7-5. Texans Bucks isn't bad. Cardinals Cowboys is pretty good. Dolphins Chargers is obviously a good one, as we mentioned earlier. Bulldogs Snowhawks is pretty good. Ravens Chiefs is interesting. Cougars Jags is pretty good. Caps Jets isn't bad. Raiders Thunderbirds is good. We got a lot of choices these next 2 weeks for games, which should be fun. Next stream, I think, will be probably on Wednesday. I'm going to plan for it to be Wednesday, as of now. So I guess that'll end the stream probably. I don't think we have to go over anything else. I hope everybody enjoyed. And we'll be back for weeks 15 and 16 probably on Wednesday.